Hey guys, we are going to finalize our 8 parts of speech with the last and simplest one of all, and that's interjections. And then we will do a massive review and some other things the following week. So let's get started. What is an interjection? Honestly, interjections are so simple. They are just words that show some type of emotion or feeling, and they interject, or they can interrupt the sentence, or they can be just a soft kind of feeling that you want to express. Most of the time, they are going to be at the beginning of the sentence. They're always going to have some punctuation. Most of the time it's a comma, unless it's one of those strong feelings that you're wanting to definitely interject, then they get the exclamation point. This page is just to give you a few choices. There are tons of them. You can have fun, happy emotions. You could have sad. You could have angry, frustrated, disappointed. There are so excited, so many different types of feelings. You know that. We go through those emotions, and so these are just words that you might use to express them. School appropriate, let me add. Yes, there are other words too, but we're going to stick to these. So, example, you could be, holy cow, I just won the lottery. And so holy cow would be at the beginning of the sentence, separated probably with an exclamation point because that's a very big deal. And then you have the rest of your sentence. It interjected an emotion. So let's do a few examples together before we get into your activity for this particular lesson. All right. So, man, I can't believe I struck out. Where is the interjection here? If you said man, then you are correct. It comes at the beginning of the sentence. Oh, it's got an exclamation point after it, so it's an interjection of like frustration. I can't believe that I struck out. Man, I can't believe that I did that. And so we use interjections all the time. You just probably didn't know that that's what they were called. Let's look at our second sentence. Please sit down and be quiet. Okay, where is my interjection in this sentence? Yep, if you said please, you are correct. Now, it could have an exclamation point if I was emphasizing the please very forcefully, which I never have to do because you guys are amazing at sitting down and being quiet, right? Especially with online learning. You're probably running around the room listening to music while you're trying to watch this video. But that is our interjection. Let's look at sentence number 3. Look, I found $1 in my pocket. Where's my interjection? Right, it is look. And then last but not least, our last example. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, O is the interjection. See, interjections are probably the simplest of all 8 parts of speech because they pretty much come in the same place. They're easy to spot. They're simple, one word, sometimes a couple words, but they're pretty much going to be those expressions of some form of emotion. Super simple, super easy. You totally got this. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so today you're going to have an activity that is going to practice these interjections. You may have several activities actually, so make sure you read all of your directions. Some of you are not getting your full credit because you're not reading everything you're supposed to be doing, and so that is very, very important. Just because it's online doesn't mean you get 50 chances. You take your assignment, you read the directions, and you make sure you read all of the directions and do what it asks you to do before you would turn it in. Because if you handed it to me in class on a paper, I'm not going to hand it back to you. You're going to turn it in. I'm going to grade it the way that it is. So please make sure you are taking the time to read your directions. And if you notice, I have my favorite Disney character down here, my little Pooh, and I threw his interjection up there because he's always like, oh, bother. And so we will go ahead into Schoology for part 3 of your activity for this lesson. I hope that you're doing great, and I will talk to you soon.